One leadership trait I'm still working on is patience. It's important to take a break, engage with the people, and not just focus on results. I naturally like to move quickly, but I found that slowing down, letting others participate, and hearing them out often leads to the best results in the long term.
Being a better listener. You just become a better advisor, friend, mentor, wealth manager, and it's done wonders for me. And also working with my team, they've noticed that I've become a better listener, but still have a long way to go.
Being able to delegate. It's hard sometimes to just let go because I want to make sure we deliver high standard results. Delegating is an opportunity for me to have my team grow and learn and give them the autonomy to make decisions.
Work-life balance. And I also want to set that example for my staff, that in spite of the fact that we're helping people, sometimes you have to pour into yourself.
One leadership trait that I am still working on is the ability to actually stop after a successful win for my team and celebrate that win, as opposed to going into the mode of what could we do better next time?
Learn to slow down and go faster, because I really want to push my foot on the gas pedal and hey, let's go, let's drive, let's make it happen. But we also got to be intentional about what we do and how we do it to make sure that we can stay focused and true to who we are. And then when we get ready to move, then we can start going faster.
Giving honest yet empowering feedback. As a leader, having direct conversations with employees and clients is essential, but it's not always easy. I want those moments to do more than just deliver feedback. I want them to inspire growth, develop trust, and strengthen our teams.
The next wave of leaders should never forget, as they build their own legacies, is two things. One is their history, so they're clear about where they came from to ensure they know where they're going. And secondly is understanding their why. So on those hard days, they can be clear about what their purpose is and continue to drive to success.
The next group of leaders need to keep in mind purpose and the why. I want to work on things that are going to lead a long and lasting impression in healthcare, in science, in academics. And without having that purpose and the why, you're not building the reason why someone would follow upon you and build that legacy.
Remember from where they came and who invested in them. All of those people took time and energy to help mold you into be a good person. It's important to honor them by reflecting those values as you begin to lead.
Remember your roots, but also it's about balance. You want to create that balance so that in your family, in your friends, in work, that's what you're going to be remembered for. And so create the balance.
Don't forget what got you there. You got to the point where you are and you were successful because you did it your way. Only change when it becomes painful, when it becomes so evident that you have to change.
Remember, they didn't do it alone. We as leaders need teams behind us to be successful, and it's the people that we work with and that we work for that help us. And so they have to remember that they didn't get there alone.
If my leadership style had a soundtrack, it would be Rise Up. Rise Up is about determination, resilience, and just being strong and taking on everything that you possibly can for the betterment of your community, the people you work with, and the people you serve.
Eye of the tiger, that competitive spirit, the adrenaline rush, and all charging and winning is one. There's nothing better than winning as a team and winning together and celebrating that.
The name of the song is Coming from the Cold by Bob Marley, and one of the lyrics states, when one door closes, many more are opened. What that says about me is the ability to be resilient and driven facing any setbacks.
Ain't no stopping us now. What it says is keep moving forward. Life's gonna knock you down, but it's about how you get up, how you keep going. You should be motivated and doing something greater than yourself. And if you're doing that every day, you've got a reason to stand back up when life knocks you down.
Let It Go by Idina Menzel. I've learned that silence is often acceptance, and to be a leader, you have to let people hear your voice. My past has molded me, but it does not hold me. And you've got to let go of those hurts and disappointments in order to be able to look to the future.
The soundtrack that would be on repeat would be Revolution by the Beatles. We are trying to change things in a way that isn't generally understood, that actually will drive great value to the largest number of people possible.
Lose Yourself by Eminem. Opportunities don't come across all the time, and when they do, you gotta take advantage of those moments.
My character was tested the most during times of uncertainty, like the global financial crisis when I first came out of college, and most recently starting a business during the COVID-19 pandemic. I learned that leadership in those moments wasn't about having all the perfect solutions, but rather about providing steadiness, resiliency, and showing empathy to folks.
What's tested my character the most, if I go back to 2012 when I went on my own, I moved my company. I call it becoming the accidental CEO, really focused on becoming a CEO. And now going from a team of 3 to now 13, I've seen just how important it is and that the people around you are everything.
Failure has been probably the biggest challenge. Failure happens on a very regular basis, and you have to keep trying to overcome those failures. You have to keep getting yourself back up, dusting yourself off, and without the failure, you don't learn.
And something goes awry, to just show in the midst of chaos a calming effect, or just those crises that happen day in and day out, where something doesn't go right for a client or a teammate or associate, how you try to have a calming effect, make sure that we're listening, make sure that we're present, and make sure that we get involved.
What has tested me the most and has made me the leader I am today is leading through crisis. I don't have to have all the answers. If I lean into creativity and I lean into collaboration and I trust in my team, together in combination with our community, there's nothing that's going to stop us.
Leading a nonprofit law firm, every day is a challenge and an opportunity for me to think deeply about what's most important and to follow my own guiding light to make sure that I am doing the right thing.
My career pivots have been the thing that stretched and challenged me the most. Having started over more than once, each has taught me humility. It has taught me to have a willingness to continue learning, be okay with listening to what that inner voice is saying. Don't be afraid to pursue your passions.
Being very clear about my own value to an organization. There have been times that you are at an organization and you're a little bit junior and you're not in a position to show all that you're able to accomplish. Sometimes you're in an organization where they can't see the value that you have. And so either you can continue to work there or find some place that will value what you can bring. And I try to make sure that I do a good job of valuing all of my employees and ensure that I'm putting in positions of empowerment.
It really is the entire journey. I could not just say one thing that made me who I am. It was everything that I had to pivot, all the mistakes I made, the right moves I made, the people, the relationships. It's the journey.
There's a well-worn phrase, which is for those that have been given much, much is expected. What holds me back or worries me most sometimes is that I won't be able to live long enough to contribute the amount that I think I can.
Having to fire my brother-in-law, having to look past the relationships, the friendships, making the tough calls for the business and what was the most important thing for the business beyond what I wanted personally.
Dealing with bad actors throughout my life. What I have learned in dealing with trying to keep a positive attitude, focusing on what matters, is the skill of resilience. Sometimes when you face those challenges that the people that you're working with or that you're closest to put in front of you, those are the challenges that make you who you are.
The transition, you go from being a doer to a leader, having to step back and be intentional and listen and make sure that you are leading well, making sure that that intentionality is there.
The moments that have tested my character the most have been when there's no clear or easy answer, when making the right decision by our employee owners and by our clients both required trade-offs. I've learned to balance courage with empathy to make sure that we're honoring the commitments that we've made to our clients and our team.